Hi, what do you think? What type of brain do you have? Is it logical or is it spiritual? So let's first understand what is logical brain and what is spiritual brain. When I read some metaphysical books, some spiritual books, I feel like my brain is a spiritual brain. After 3 to 4 days, when I started reading some other kind of book like productivity, time management, all these things, then I feel like my brain is a logical brain. Then what kind of brain do you have? Logical brain is related to science, logic and everything. And science deals with content, that is facts. This is linear, that is observable, those are provable. Spiritual realities are related to context, that is truth. Those are non-linear, unprovable, non-observable. Spiritual things cannot be proved, but they are confirmable. We cannot deny them. We can experience them. Now, what kind of spiritual things we are talking about here? Love, happiness, peace of mind. All these things we cannot deny. We cannot prove them also. That I am happy or not. Only I know that I am happy. Here spirituality means I am not talking about leave everything, leave your family, leave your job, everything and go to Himalayas. I am not talking about that. Spirituality is related to our day-to-day life basis. Our love, our happiness, our peace of mind. All these things are part of spirituality. Love is the first stage of spirituality. Empathy. Our brain is logical. But that is only the content which is part of the context. Spiritual brain. That's why we believe science, all those proven formulas and everything, but we follow spiritual part also. So our brain is combination of logical as well as spiritual part. Now which brain is faster? In my school days, in class 9, 10, suppose one maths I learned from my tuition teacher. Suppose the same maths after few days that had been taught by my school teacher, at that moment I didn't understand his way of explaining properly. Why? Because I already had an impression that I know that maths, because I had already learned that math in my tuition. So I create a filter in my brain. Before entering any more information, it goes through that filter, and that filter is my ego filter. What is that ego filter? It says that I already know this maths. So whenever my school teacher had taught me that maths and it passed through my ego filter, it allowed to pass only those things which are maths with the same method that was taught by my tuition teacher. In second case, when I had learned something new in my school for the first time, I felt that I grabbed that maths faster. I learned that maths faster, because at that moment, that my filter, that ego filter, didn't come into picture, because I released all my ego. I released all my ego that I know it, and I said to myself that I don't know anything about it. So that filter is bypassed, and whole information goes to my brain easily without that ego filter. How information are processed in our brain? Suppose some information come in front of us. It first goes through our sensory elements like our eyes, nose, tongue. Through all these sensors, it will enter into our brain through a relay system. The name of the relay system is thalamus. And then it goes to emotional segment. That emotional segment is amygdala. And finally it goes to our memory, that is hippocampus part. The thalamus, that is the relay system, that is the filter. When we say that we know it, ego filter comes into picture, then the whole process becomes a bit slow. We consume less information. We accept less information. So if our brain is logical, very much logical, then we have so much of filtration. And if our mind is spiritual, we are ready to accept things. That's why kids in schools are fast learner, because they think that they don't know anything and they are coming to school to learn something, whatever their teachers teach them. Actually, before few years, I attended one training session. When the trainer had entered into the room, he started the training with a single sentence: empty your vessel first, then come into the training room and become a sponge and absorb all informations as fast as possible. So now we can understand that our brain is combination of logical as well as spiritual brain. And if we remove the I know filter, the ego filter, then we can learn faster anything at any moment in our life. So this is all for today. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.